A real bad night last night and woke up this morning in a funk too. I saw a mouse the other day, so I had to set up some traps, which I did, and I set up one right where the mouse was. It's not fun, I'll tell you that. So the trap worked. If there weren't health issues, the mouse could live here. If I knew that the mouse wouldn't go find its friends, it could live here. It might already have friends in here living here. They all sort of look the same. So, I would have no problem with them. They're adorable. I use snap traps because I have other species in here. The thing about poison is if you use poison, they start to bleed internally and they'll go outside because they need oxygen. So generally speaking, you might not ever even see the mouse. So I use the snap traps with peanut butter, and I got one. Hey, Buck, get the chip along. So I did. I got one, and then I'm getting the trap out and gonna get rid of the trap. That's another thing. Like, what do you do with them? Are you gonna bury them? No. You end up throwing this beautiful creature in the trash. So that bums me out. It does. It bums me out, man. I was looking at it and I'm like, God damn, it was beautiful. Like, what's the difference between the mouse or my dog or my cat? They're all covered in fur. They're all cute. Mice are adorable. They are. They're cute. They're harmless. It's not a bat. So it's a little mouse. I don't know. I I felt terrible. It's just there's no other option. I can't have a mouse living in my house. There's no fucking way. They'll go into your food and they'll poop on your food and stuff. I just can't have it. So I still got more traps that I need to check. I got ones underneath the floorboards. That one was right where I saw it. I set up a trap right where I saw it, and it went back down in the hole in the floorboards. And what I did was I put like a wash tub over it so the other animals couldn't get in it. Peanut butter on the trap, and it worked. It worked, but there's no satisfaction that, oh, I got the mouse. It's just like, it's a bummer, man. It is. It's a total bummer. If my cat's playing with Chip the pigeon. If it's an animal and it wouldn't cause any problems, if there was no disease associated with it, which there are some associated with mice, hantavirus, I think toxoplasmosis, maybe. I know there is with bats. There's a lot of disease. Rabies. Mice don't have rabies. They could, but generally speaking, they're not going to. So, it's just a bummer. You gotta do something with this, like, beautiful. You're killing a mammal. What's the difference? Seriously, it's like smaller than the dog or the cat. It's just 1,000 times smaller. It was a beautiful little mouse, not like the kind that you would get in a pet store. Tinier, much tinier, half the size at least. It's like I think they call them field mice. I would have given it to Sam, and then I wouldn't have felt so bad. It wouldn't have gone to waste. But I don't know if that mouse had eaten mouse poison someplace and then come in. Mouse poison or rat poison, it's not real fast acting, because if a dog eats rodenticide, you don't have to run the dog to the vet. You just take them in the next day and they put them on vitamin K, and your dog's fine. So, I mean, theoretically, that the mouse could have eaten rat poison, and then if I gave it to Sam, even though Sam is 100 times bigger than the mouse, so it's just like this waste. It's just like, you kill this animal, and then, you know, you can't do anything with it. You just kind of throw it away. Like its life was sort of meaningless. You know, it's just like I'm throwing this beautiful creature in the trash. Just total guilt when I'm doing it, you know. I'm not going to give it a funeral. I'm not going to cry, and I didn't cry when I saw the mouse, but it clearly, you know, it affects me. I saw a beetle in here last week or something. I'm looking at it, I'm like, this looks like one of those beetles that I see in my garden. So I just, you know, wherever. You know, I don't know where it went. I wasn't going to kill it. I'm not a nut. If I saw a black widow spider or brown recluse, I'd kill it. No problem. You know, I'll hunt. But if I'm hunting, I kill something and then I'm going to use it, I'm going to eat it, that's, you know, that's totally different than just like, oh, I have this mammal in my house and I'm gonna kill it, you know. If there were chipmunks in the house, which there are chipmunks in the area, those I don't know what I would do. Oh, I know what I'd do. I'd probably have to just live trap them and take them, you know, 5 miles away or something. Which I guess I would have that option with the mouse too. Maybe that is an option. I don't know. If you don't take them far enough away, they will come back. I don't think a mile, to tell you the truth. I think you'd have to go over a mile with a mouse. You know, if they have a litter of mice, if they have a litter here, they're going to try and make it back. So, I don't know. It just bums me out, man. It's just like, you know, it's I don't want the mouse to die. Honestly, that mouse could have lived here if I would have known that the mouse wasn't going to bring other mice in here. He could have lived with us, you know, and I would have told Sam the Raven and, you know, to leave him alone. Bucket doesn't kill mice. My cat does not kill mice. It's just a fucking bummer. They really are. They're beautiful. They're covered in fur. It's like a little tiny dog or something. Vegetarian dog. I know somebody on Facebook that loves mice. Actually, rats. She has a lot of rats as pets. And I've had mice as pets before. You know? It bums me out. It bums me out. I gotta clear my head and work with Bowser today. So I'm gonna, I don't know, take a shower and try and get out of this funk, I guess.